Well, I think this is a clear indication of how full of bullshit politics is, right? Because woo, the Hill, right, the capital in the US are claiming that Mitch McConnell is a-okay. Right? Homie has frozen in front of cameras, right? In front of press conferences 2 times in recent weeks, right? The 26th of July and the 30th of August. Now, that's on camera. You wonder how many times has my man done it where there's been no cameras, right? Where it's been in rooms where you can police what leaves that room. How many times has that gone down? But yeah, the Capitol's attending physician, Brian Monahan, has said that there is no evidence that McConnell has a seizure disorder, experienced a stroke, or a movement disorder such as Parkinson's. Right? They say that he's been evaluated by a number of neurologists and he is absolutely fine. That's what they're saying. Now, clearly, he is not absolutely fine, right? Firstly, he's 81 years old. He was born in February 1942. Right? He's 81 years old. How many people, right? How many people, when you look at your grandparents, right, that you think, I would let my grandparent stand in front of millions of people and talk and be confident that they will not ramble, that they will not forget anything, that they will just be able to do it. Right? How many of you have confidence that your grandparent could do that shit? I bet, if you're honest, none of you. Right? Maybe there's 1% that you think, oh, mine are cognitive. I mean, you look at people like Mick Jagger, right? He's in his 80s, I think, or is he in his 70s? He's an old fuck, right? But he jumps around the stage, he sings, right? He does long ass concerts. But Mick Jagger is an outlier. There are not a lot of people that stay as healthy as Mick fucking Jagger. Right? I mean, he's the same age as Biden, and you can see there is a clear difference in those two motherfuckers. So the fact that McConnell is still doing, like, he's the head of the GOP, right? Why have you got him in that position? Right? That's the big thing. Clearly, you need to replace him, right? There should be a policy that when it gets to a certain age, you can't hold certain positions because there is a clear decline. There's a clear decline, you know? It's like, now I might be wrong here because I do not drive for obvious reasons, but I do believe that when you hit a certain age, you have to get like regular tests to show that you're capable of driving. So if that's the case, and I think it's something like when you get to 65, I think then you have to have regular tests, right? So you think if that's the case, then surely there should be a similar thing for anything else. You know what I mean? Yeah, McConnell, he might not have had a seizure, right? He might not have had a stroke. But even if he hasn't, there's clearly something wrong, right? Normal people do not freeze. They do not freeze. You know what I mean? Like that's not a normal thing. So there is clearly something wrong. But the other thing with that, can we even trust these neurologists, these doctors? Because, you know, we had a whole heap of people that claimed that, you know, Hunter Biden had not, you know, lost their laptop, that it was Russian disinformation. There were former states of security making those claims. And we know how true all of that shit was, right? So we know these people lie, right? They will put out false narratives. So when we know this is a fact, can you believe that their doctors are going to tell you the truth? Right? Does anyone just anyone with a fucking heart or a soul would go, Mitch, man, go into retirement and be happy, right? You can guarantee he's got a serious, right, redundancy package, that he's sitting on a good chunk of money as it is. Why is he even in that position? Right? So any normal person would be like, yo, Mitch, it's time to go. So the fact that they still want him in that position is suspect as fuck, right? It's suspect. So I don't know if any of these claims, if we can, you know, if we can pay them any real serious heedance, because it seems to me that the Hill is full of shit, right? And Mitch McConnell is definitely not